Doing stuff. Okay, first thing, I got this done. It's still not perfect, but it's good enough. It's better than what it was. It's a little taunt right here. Other than that, maybe if I can learn how to record. I think this is for the tack. This is for the line lock. I have a, when I push the line lock button, it has a light on it that goes to the dash and has an illumination. I don't think I'm going to use this light. I don't know if I'm going to keep my flasher zip tied or not. I think it's fine. But whatever I decide, if I'm going to cut it off, I mean, I have it just to where it's just holding it in place, but I might take it off. I might leave it there. I don't know, but looks like it's out of the way. This is the power for the HVAC. I do think it's still going to have to be used just to supply the power to the head, the new one. And yeah, the new HVAC, they did contact me and they had to add a trinary switch to it. I guess that's for electric fans. I'm undecided if I'm going to use electric fans still, but I'll at least have the trinary switch, so whatever I decide then. This is the main power, the battery power for the power antenna. I'm not even going to worry about the power antenna. I don't use it and it's down. It would be nice if it worked, but I don't use the antenna, so I don't even see the point in even caring too much. That's the pigtail for the other side of the power antenna. Like, I think that plugs into the relay. Other than that, I mean, it looks okay. Looks less bad than it did before anyways. It really just has a bunch of hookups. I mean, I think once everything finds its place, it'll look a lot cleaner than just laying here on the stand. Other than that, I got the wheel well out. I had to take off the dryer. Once I took off the dryer, I was able to just kind of get it out of there like that. If that makes any sense, probably not, but it's okay. Nobody's gonna watch this anyways. Yeah, I can get to all the bolts. On the inner fender, whatever you want to call this, I think this is the inner fender and then this is just the inner wheel well. I'd call it whatever you want, I don't care. But the two bolts down there, I was able to get through the door jamb, and it probably only took me, 45 minutes just to unscrew both of those bolts. At least the good news is, everything is still clean in here from when it was put together, so everything just came apart as easily as it could. The bolts weren't crazy tight, they weren't seized, nothing like that, but at least that's out. If you care, I had to go out and see what the tool store had. I bought this. This is what I used for those two bolts. It's a 10 millimeter. Unfortunately, it's a 12 point, but it worked. So that thing cost like 18 or 20 bucks, but it got them out. Just took forever and a day. But I think tomorrow or whenever I start working on it next, I'm gonna start taking all of that stuff off. The wiper blades have to come off. That trim piece right here, that's got to come off, and then the weather stripping, and then at that point you take off the screen, and then, well, plus everything on the inside. Everything on the inside is actually pretty easy. The ducting isn't too bad to take off. I mean, half the bolts are probably stripped out anyways, which is probably actually only gonna make it harder. But yeah, I'll probably get after that tomorrow. Man, a lot of wiring. A lot of that wiring is just from the ECM. The original ECM came from that, well, where is it? Yeah, that right there. And I use that I still use that, and I think that's the main power going to the aftermarket ECM, and it fits up in there almost perfectly. I mean, there's a little bit of slop to it, I guess, but it's no big deal. But I was still able to use that besides having to just fill it with urethane or silicone or anything, because you don't want any leaks. I probably will at some point maybe go through and kind of fill everything with silicone or something, but I want to be able to work on it too, so I don't know if that's, you know, that's not something I'm too dead set on. But I also want to run wiring as needed if I do more stuff, like either add or take stuff off, or decide to go just some other route. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll have the whole HVAC. Okay, bye.